So I decided to put this on my other channel since I'm sure I'm going to be swearing up a storm. And just to tell this story, I'm going to have to use foul language, and I'm hanging on by, a thread on my other channel before I get totally banned. Like I said before, if you like any of the shit I do on my other channel, download it and hold it for yourself because it might not be there if I get one more strike in between now and August. And I actually did get a strike yesterday for copyright for the little puppet show I put up because it had a piece of music in it. I'm sorry, I thought over everything else that maybe you couldn't hear it. Some song I've never heard of, but they were upset about it. But apparently it's not a big deal. Like, all the proceeds are going to that musician, and I'm fine with that. I'm not making money off of it. I don't really care. But so a lot of people have asked me what's the weirdest experience or experiences I've ever had working in an adult store that sells novelties and other, items and has many curious things happening. And I was thinking about it because there's been a few. So I think I just randomly pick a few right now. And I'll tell you the weirdest customer I've ever had in my entire life. Because that one I do remember. It was a guy, and I would say he was in his 30s, I'm going to guess. And he came in, and he's one of those fuckers, right away something is horribly wrong with him. Like, it's like that movie Halloween. You could just sense that he was evil. He existed. He was evil. He had this blank, pale face and the darkest eyes, pervert's eyes. But he comes in and he walks right up to the counter and he starts asking me. The first question he asked me is if we had a dildo with the Pope on it. I can't make that up. A dildo with the Pope. And then he started, I thought he was kidding, but he had this weird, just kind of like serial killer face. I'm like, I just go with it. I'm like, no, we'll get it in maybe next week when it's Sabrina's shift. She wasn't even working here yet. When Steve's here, yeah, you better check then. He's here on Tuesdays. Come back then. I'm sure he'll have it. Just go away, scary, go away. So he's like, do you have Pope dildo? And I'm like, no, we don't really carry that. He's like, oh, they're really great. Yeah, you should see. He pulls out his phone and proceeds to show me there are dildos of religious figures, apparently. I didn't even know that, and I work in this industry. I'd never seen one. I've never seen one in a trade paper or advertisement, anything. It's something on the hush-hush. And then he starts telling me about weird shit that he does in his apartment, and my stupid ass, I don't really have a filter, even when I should. Even when my mind is like, shut up, Jay, don't say anything. Shut up. I actually said to him, oh, are you a Satanist? Like a fucking idiot. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, holy shit. And he proceeds to show me some Satan music he likes to listen to. And he's got he showed me pictures of his apartment, I think. And he had a skull and all that. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's going to fucking kill me. He's going to kill me. And he said some more weird shit and then just left. I was never so glad to see a customer leave in my entire life. I literally sat down and went, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I believe in you now from saving me from whatever that was at the counter asking for that sacrilegious shit, which is kind of funny. But yeah, he was the absolute weirdest customer I've ever had. There was more to that conversation that I'm sure I've blacked out. I don't even want to know about. A couple others who just ask for weird stuff. My favorite thing is, do I have anything with animals? Which, if you don't know, is illegal. You can't sell that. I mean, I know there are certain stores, not mine, but other stores that probably sell it on the hush-hush. And I know nothing about it. I know it exists. I know it's on the internet and stuff, but it's illegal to sell that. And they will always call you and ask you about that. Some of the other weird experiences I had was when I first started, about when I was just a clerk, and I've advanced so much to management of this shitty place, but I actually do pretty much run the store now. I know it's like you have a dream, you think about it, you plan it, you make it come to fruition, you work on it. It's hard work, kids. You could be where I am at someday. But yeah, so there was a guy when I first started who would call on the phone every few days. And I would answer the phone and be like, say the name of the store, which I'm not sure I can do. So I would say the name of the store, and he'd be like, hi, do you have any of those movies with what do you call it, when there's two guys and one girl and, maybe three penises and one girl? I'm like, oh, like a gangbang type film? Yeah, that's it, gangbang, bang. Yeah, have you had any of those? Ask me this every week. He would do this. I know it's the same freaking person. Yes, sir. Yeah, we do. We have those DVDs. Oh, wow, yeah. Because I saw that once. It was so hot. He would proceed to go into this story about him leaving the door open. He would always say this. Be like, because one time I left his door open, right? And I don't know why I never hung up. He was so into it, and he was creating like, I don't know, such a vivid picture of it that I'm kind of like, you know what? He took the time and effort for this delusion. I'm going to listen. I would sit there. It was always the same story. So I left the door open and this, you know, I was fucking my girl, right? And this big black guy with big black dick came in. And then pretty soon another black guy with another big black dick came out. We were all railing her. So many cocks going in her at once. I was just sitting there like, is there anything I can help you with? No, but can I tell you some more? So anyway, and eventually I would cut him off. I got to go do it and hang up. And I later learned or kind of thought to myself, that guy's totally beating off to this. Like, I don't know why that didn't occur to me before, that he had to have somebody listen to him talk about it. I never heard him beating off. I never heard like, but he had to have been. Why else are you telling me? Call back the next week. Hi, do you have any of those porn? What's it when there's two dicks, two fucking nice cocks rubbing against each other while they're inside a woman? Because that's not gay. You're talking about gangbang, triple penetration, double penetration. Oh, yeah. You know, this one time, what's your name again? And I would never give him my name. I'd say, like, my name is Sandy. He's like, okay, Sandy, that's weird. It sounds like a girl's name, but whatever. You know, then one time I left my door open. This guy started fucking my wife, and pretty soon I was naked. He was fucking me, and I kind of liked it. It was always getting to the point of gay, and he called persistently, week after week, just as he never said anything bad to you. He never, like, threatened you or anything. He sounded like a relatively young guy. If I had to, I can't really guess by voice, but I would say even in his 20s or early 30s. So there was that. And that went on for a long time. And then the weirdest stuff I've seen, well, just bad judgment I've seen a lot of. Just really like, are you fucking serious type things? Like, I don't know, bringing your baby into the store, your baby. And I know it's a newborn, like, you know, it's a couple weeks old or maybe a month or two. And I know they don't know what's going on. They don't know, look, mama, you know, double penetration like the guy in the phone. They don't know all that. But what in the fuck exactly is wrong with you? And they get annoyed when you tell them to get their goddamn baby out of here. Like, why? I'm a customer. I can be looking around my baby if I want to. It's weird. It's weird. I know there's no law against it being weird and creepy, but it freaking is. Get out. And you and the baby, get out, because the baby's going to be wandering in here by the time he's 18, like looking all demented, being a serial killer, and we're going to wonder why. Well, it started right here. And it was a couple. That was what got me. It was, you know, the guys don't have any fucking sense, but you think a woman would have a little bit more sense? No, you're wrong. She was right there with them. And I'm like, you can't have a baby in here. You can't have a baby in here. I'm not speaking Swedish to you. You can't have a fucking baby in here, retard. So they left. Another time, a guy's in here for a long, long time. And, you know, whatever. He's going to buy what he's going to. And I keep looking out the front. I could see at that time in the front, perfect. I could see there was a car parked in the front. Now it was getting, I think it was, wasn't it daylight? Yeah, it was. But I couldn't really see who was in the back. And then I noticed it's a child who's about 2 years old. It's summer and the windows are rolled up. And I think he was in the middle of dying. I don't know, because he kept popping up. I think he had just the strength to be like, yeah, pervert daddy help. Pervert daddy help me. And I walked to the door because I was like, there's not a kid. That's got to be a midget tied up or something like that. I look, it was a fucking kid. And I tell the guy, I'm like, what? You left your fucking kid in here looking for porn? And it's like, the car was not on. There was no air conditioning or anything like that going on. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you exactly? He was like pretending he knows speak English, you know. He was like Asian. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, you understand porno. You understand titty. Fucky, yum. You were able to ask for something in perfect English a minute ago. And now you're pretending you don't know about your dead kid in the car. Get out of here. Go take care of your kid. That's been shit. Like, people have brought kids in here. People have sent kids to sell shit in here. There is a mannequin in the front of my store with a leather hood on and a dog collar. What would make you think, gee, let's go have the Girl Scout sell in here? Who is the parents of these people is what I want to know. Weirder shit that's happened here. A guy walking in naked. That's happened. He did that more than once, and he was so fast you could never catch him, and I don't think I'd want to catch him. What am I going to catch him by? I got you by the cock now. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting happy. I'm in trouble here. But he would, and at first I didn't know, because as you can see this counter, like, it's kind of like, you know, I'm up here. I couldn't see the bottom half of him, and I'm not necessarily paying attention when he would walk in. He walked in, was looking kind of weird, and I only knew because another customer was over on the other side, and he went like this. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And the guy was looking at like lube or something like that. He's like, he had a cap and a shirt, apparently no pants and no underwear. Yep. I got up, and there he is, dong and ass, and as soon as I would get up and I would see him, he'd run. And he would park his car, and that's when I think it was the one time he would actually come in here and do that, was when he could park his van. It's always a van, isn't it? With these fuckers. If you have a van, if you know a guy with a van, run. Because he's up to no good. I'm telling you right now, some creepy shit. He would always park right by the back entrance so he could make a like beeline for it. He came in one time again, completely naked. Completely naked. I was putting a DVD over there, completely naked. And all he did was come in real fast and leave. He came in, I turned around, I could barely say, what the fuck? And he was already gone. And at that point, what am I going to do? What am I going to chase him? Naked. The guy's got his dingle out. Don't you see it? It's nice. You guys want to look at it? I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point. I mean, really, I've had guys masturbating, like openly, like just, like okay, not even openly sometimes. Sometimes they'll just be looking at a toy. I know, a toy will really get you off. Or a movie cover. If your life is that bad where you have to look at a movie cover to masturbate in a store, you have a problem. And they'll be doing that under their clothes thing where they're like this. And they'll stop moving and like you're not going to catch them doing it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Nothing. I'm just looking at a movie. What's the problem? I see you doing this shit. Unless you are fucking just, shaking your, hamster or something like that, which could be dangerous in this place. Like if you got a hamster, it's going to go up your butt. Somebody's going to do something weird. So there's that. There's been out of the, dick out type of situations where I guess it's another like exhibitionist thing where they'll have their cock hanging out of their zipper, fully just out. And you won't even notice it at first because you're A, not looking at their goddamn crotch, and B, you're putting something where you're not even near them. But if you have to go there over by where they're standing or whatever, there's two types of people who would do this. One type who just will have it out, but if you come by, will turn around real fast. And that's how you know something's up, is they'll turn around real fast. Like, they'll be facing your way. And as soon as, every time you go out there as a person who works here, they'll turn around real fast. Like something weird is going on here. And then there'll be the other types who want you to see. Like, so they'll have their dick out. And you might not notice it. So they'll move over to where I'm sitting right now towards the front to make sure I get a gander at the cock. And then Stevie clued me in that maybe that might be a guy cruising, which is still, come on. Even you're a gay dude, you're not going to fucking do that kind of creepy bullshit. Although maybe you are. I don't know what's going on anymore. But, so there's that kind of shit. And there's more, trust me, there's a lot more than that where I could tell you, but I'd have to meet you in person to tell you. Because I'm not going to go into detail here. I mean, all people are innocent until proven guilty, unless proven so by Judge Judy, by some of the things I've freaking seen and witnessed. But, yes, I'm not saying that sex acts have ever been performed in the store. I'm saying that within close proximity, I've seen it. Parking lot. If you have a parking lot and you work at a sex shop and you go out at night and there are cars, you're going to see movement. And you might even see a couple of doors wide open with people like, come on in. Come on and join. And a lot of times they're alone. Sometimes they're not. It gets very interesting. And I feel bad because there's other businesses attached to this building that have nothing to do with porn. And so they have no idea why there's random guys doing weirdo, like jerky shit. Like fucking, jerking off in their stairwell. It's happened. Like other businesses that have a stairwell that's attached to here, they've gone down there and been fucking around with each other because they can't, fucking do that in here. So, yeah, that's little porn store confessions for now. And let me know if you like it. If you don't, I don't know. People have asked, so I thought I'd do a video on it. And, of course, put it on the second channel, so hopefully I won't get struck down.